Good morning to you all. While I unfortunately cannot join you in Salzburg at today's 35th Conference of European Civil Law Notaries, I am delighted to have the opportunity nonetheless to address you through this message. I welcome that today's conference has brought together so many esteemed participants to provide a forum for discussions on the value of the rule of law for Europe's competitiveness. Over the decades, the EU has become an example of how a stable and reliable legal system and a competitive economy are mutually reinforcing. And at a time of unprecedented change in global markets, legal certainty and the security of rule of law provisions are fundamental to the EU's competitiveness worldwide. As Justice Commissioner, my role is to promote policy that upholds legal certainty and rule of law standards in everything we do. And this is not just for their own sake. Business feels secure and enterprise flourishes when there is confidence in the justice system. Companies are more likely to be established and trade is more likely to flow freely when there are well-functioning, fully independent and impartial justice systems. It is in light of this and the key priorities of competitiveness and simplification laid out by President von der Leyen that I am glad to speak to you about our upcoming initiatives in the area of justice. Firstly, to identify the priorities we need to set, last month I launched a high-level forum on justice for growth that will run until the end of this year. This forum engages high-level representatives of the Member States, European Parliament and important stakeholder associations. The forum began with consideration of legislative and non-legislative initiatives in the area of civil law, company law and the digitalisation of justice. Discussions so far have made it clear that simple and modern rules and efficient digital solutions in the area of justice can substantially reduce administrative burdens and contribute to the EU's competitiveness. Secondly, the digitalisation of justice is crucial for making processes simpler, quicker and more efficient. Digitalisation reduces costs and burden on business and allows justice professionals to focus on their core legal tasks. This is why the Commission will develop a strategy on the use of digital technologies, including AI, to make EU civil and criminal justice systems more accessible, resilient and secure. And we are working on a proposal for a 28th regime in relation to company law. This will allow companies to benefit from a simpler and harmonised set of rules, delivering a more competitive and business-friendly legal environment. The 28th regime aims to support innovative companies, especially startups and scale-ups. We want to make Europe more attractive for innovators, and we want to ensure that the best and brightest ideas developed in the EU become commercial successes here too. To help achieve this, my focus will be on a new EU-wide corporate legal framework, and I will present proposals early next year, having consulted widely in the meantime. In all our initiatives in the justice area, we count on the experience and expertise of our stakeholders, in particular, that the experience and insight that notaries offer. This is why we invite and value stakeholder input to help us formulate policy that provides the most added value across the EU. Turning to our host today, I noted with interest the recent response of the Austrian Chamber of Civil Law Notaries to the Commission consultation on the EU Startup and Scale-up strategy. It is also encouraging to see the active involvement of notaries from across Member States in the work of the European Judicial Network in civil and commercial matters. I welcome that Austria is chairing an EJN Civil Working Group on Succession Law and that the Austrian Chamber is acting as project coordinator of the Justice Without Litigation Project 2. I can see how litigation avoiding legal frameworks provide a huge boost to efficiency and can help make the EU a more competitive business environment. I wish you and the 22 participating Member States every success with this EU Justice Programme-backed project. Let me take this opportunity to thank you all from across so many different Member States for your ongoing investment in the simplification and digitalisation of justice systems across our Union. I wish you productive and fruitful discussions and thank you once again for your commitment to the rule of law, to legal certainty and to competitiveness across our union. Thank you.